Hello and good morning and welcome to Satya Live. I'm Dr. Ali Benjamin, and it is my great joy and pleasure to be here every Sunday and to share some inspiration, to share some spiritual principles and practices that help us all to stay on track, to engage in life in meaningful and fun and creative ways. And so I'm so happy to be here today, sending you lots of love wherever you are, whether you're here for the first time or you're back, welcome back. And here at Satya, we are all about inspiring minds, healing hearts, transforming lives, and expanding consciousness. And so today's talk is all about that. For the month of April, the theme is attention. And today, my title of my talk, my download, is Attention to What Matters Most. Attention to what matters most. And what matters most right now is jumping in and doing a little grounding, a little meditation. So if you will, join me in closing the outer eyes and becoming still and taking a few deep cleansing breaths. And as you do, simply draw your attention inside yourself and down. And as you bring your attention inside and down, I want you to get a real sense of belonging to this body, to this life, that right where you are, you're in the right place. All the things that are unfolding as your life, even though some of them may be challenging, everything is for you. It may not always feel or appear that way, but on some level, you're learning, you're growing, you're expanding, you're forgiving, you're releasing, you're letting go of what no longer serves, and you are opening yourself to receive the abundance that life is. The abundance of experience, the abundance of feelings, all of it. And so breathe it in right now. Breathe in everything that is available right here and right now. All the serenity, all of the peace, the joy, the creativity, the love, the kindness, the gratitude. Breathe it all in. And just vibe in that for a moment. That what you give your attention to actually expands and becomes your very experience. Feel it, know it, and be it. And take a breath. Very good. And when you are ready, simply open your eyes and be here now. So good to be here. And I'm wondering what you're up to today. I have a couple of announcements. And the first one is that this will actually be our last Sunday of doing a live on Sunday. We're moving over to Thursdays at 6 p.m. And there's lots of reasons for this. Some of them are personal. Sundays are mine and my beloved Michael's day off together. And so we love to be outdoors. We love to go hiking and exploring and being with the family, and that happens on Sundays. And so I am thinking that maybe there's more people available to enjoy a spiritual tune in and tune up on a Thursday night. And so we're moving on April 25th. We will be broadcasting live at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And I'd love you to join. I'd love to get your feedback. We're definitely shaking things up to see what this half hour, or maybe it will be an hour long time slot, will allow us to bring forward. So if you have some ideas of what you'd like, maybe we can incorporate that, maybe interviews, maybe book studies, maybe classes, maybe, who knows. So go ahead and you can share that with us at the satyacenter@gmail.com, and let us know what you would like to see Satya and our ministry with Reverend Michael, or Dr. Pam and me and our board of directors. We're ready and willing and able to create something that really sings to your heart, meets you right where you are, because that's really our mission and vision, is to support individuals in waking up and providing some tangible tools to apply to your everyday life to bring a greater sense of fulfillment and meaning and creativity and purpose. And so let us know. Again, you can send that to the satyacenter@gmail.com. So welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And I want to share with you, I've got one more announcement. Tomorrow, we are doing our Growing Edge Live interview. I've got the fabulous Sarah Stevens-Nichols. She is a beautiful practitioner from the Sacramento area, and I'll be interviewing her. And then tomorrow night, we have the Enneagram chat. And if you'd like to know more about the Enneagram, I'm going to be talking about the 9 pathways to wholeness. And you can, again, join us by sending an email to the satyacenter@gmail.com with an I am in, and we'll send you a link to that. It's live, it's on Zoom, and we would love to have you join us. So send us an email and let us know. We'll send you a link, and I will be sharing some insights into the Enneagram and talking about the 9 pathways to wholeness. And so that's tomorrow. So my theme, my talk, is attention to what matters most. And this week, we're taking this journey into looking at what matters most and the importance and power of keeping our attention on what matters most. Because what we know is energy flows where our attention goes. And so as co-creative beings, when we're giving our energy and attention to that which matters most, then what happens? It expands. It becomes our very life experience. And this is all about how the universe works. The law of attraction, the law of right action, the law of reciprocity. And as we study the laws that are available, that they're not just available, they're just in operation all the time, we begin to see that it's super important where we're focusing our attention, because our attention is giving form, it's helping to give form to our experience. And so what are you focused on? What are you giving your attention to? Are you spending more time looking at or feeling your doubts and your fears? Or are you giving more attention to your hopes and dreams and desires, who you actually want to be, rather than your reactive state of being? Many of us get into this reactive place of just reacting to what thoughts come into our head or what happens in our field. If someone does something to upset us or says something that hurts our feelings, then we can become very reactive. Now, that's very important that we can actually interact with the people and the places and the things that are occurring in our experience. But when we're just reacting at the level of the ego, when we're just reacting in a very animalistic way, when we're just reacting to our environment, fight, flight, fear, or try and fix or fawn things, we're not really embracing our full potential. We're kind of working at the level of the third dimension, this physical dimension, and we're not giving our attention to the fullness of who we are. We're so much more than just this physical body with a mind that can interact on that very gross level, or that very fundamental, foundational, animalistic level, the level of ego. We're more than that. And so as we consider what we give our attention to, I've got 5 things that I think if you start to, and maybe get a pen or maybe jot that down and text it to yourself, these 5 things that you can give your attention to that are actually going to elevate your experience, expand your experience, activate your authentic co-creative powers, and become more deliberate about creating from a place of responding with your attention, with your gifts and talents, in a very spiritually mature, authentic, powerful kind of way. So we start to expand our awareness about how we interact with the world. And we give our attention, firstly, to ourself. We develop self-awareness. And some might say, well, that sounds really selfish. Aren't we here to engage and bring our gifts into the world and help other people? Yes, we'll get to that. But it starts off with self-realization, self-awareness, to know ourselves. Because when we know ourselves, when we've done the inner engineering to really understand the power of our thoughts, and our thoughts stir up our emotions. So if we're primarily focused on, or thinking, unconsciously allowing negative, doubtful, fearful thoughts to come up, then we're stirring up those emotions that align with fear and doubt. And whilst that's important if we're in a dangerous situation, it's not so helpful if we're trying to create something powerful and beautiful as our experience and as our life. So we start to realize that we can become masterful over our mind. We can become masterful over the kind of thoughts we think, the quality of our thoughts. And they should be positive, inspired. And I just noticed that I use that word should, and I was kind of, should I really should on people? And I think it is important. We should be thinking positively. We should be thinking in the direction of our dreams and wants and wishes, in that direction, because if we're just defaulting to our doubts and our fears and being judgmental and skeptical and worried and anxious, then through the natural law of attraction, we're going to have that experience. It's going to become our vibration. It's going to be the way that we show up in our relationships, as doubtful, judgmental, fearful, skeptical. And we've all gone there. We all do that periodically. And we know how it feels when we're in that vibration of fear and doubt, uncertainty, of judging what's good and what's not good. It doesn't feel good. Good feels good, bad feels bad. So we want to maybe spend a little bit of time there, but switch or make a pivot into moving to a place of what would I love here? Who do I really want to be? I want to be the presence of love. And we start to, in our journey of self-discovery, in our journey of self-mastery, of self-realization, we begin to see that we're part of this amazing life, this one beautiful, fabulous life, that it's not me and life or us and them. We're all interconnected, interrelated, interdependent. So the first focus of attention is to realize this, that we're not in this thing alone, that we're in this thing together. And we start to feel connected. We start to feel empowered. We start to move in the direction of love. We start to become available for creativity to flow through us. And it's through our understanding of ourselves and how we fit into this grand web of creation, this beautiful, interconnected, interrelated matrix of life. And we start to know who we are, what we are, and how we're here to serve the greater good, the greater wholeness. And spiritual teachers and guides have been inviting this for eons, that we know ourselves, that we begin to develop this self-awareness so that we can show up in any given situation with our love turned on, our light turned on, our most authentic expression of our highest self. And again, that doesn't mean that we're constantly in that place, because sometimes we do slip into that place of fear, because sometimes there's proper things to be fearful of. So we can engage our doubts and our fears in the service of moving back into that place of our hopes and dreams and our power. And so first step on this power of giving our attention to what matters most, yourself. You matter. Your self-awareness, you waking up to who you truly are, that matters, because as you do, other people will. As you give yourself permission to grow and evolve and be the presence of love, you invisibly, quietly, energetically give other people permission to be that too. And it takes all of us to wake up, right? So we do that. One soul at a time comes online, becomes aware and awake to who we truly are, and then that ripples out. The second thing is on what to give your attention to, what matters most, is to be present. To be present right here, right now, in your life. It's so tempting to rush to the past or rush to the future, and somehow when our mental attention is on the past or the future, we're not fully present. It's important to be present, because this is where creation happens. And if you're in the past, you're just recreating more of that. If you're in the future, you're just creating this discontent with what's happening now. You can visit the future to do your visioning, to set goals and ideas like that, but primarily you want to be present in the now moment, giving everyone that you come into contact with your full attention. In your meditation, be fully present, paying undistracted attention to what is, giving everything you're up to, all of your activities, your work, your relationships, giving it your full attention. This is powerful. I can feel it. I get goosebumps just thinking and feeling the power of being present and giving my full attention to life as it rises up and meets me. Remember, we're always engaged in life at the vibration or the frequency that we're vibrating at. And so we're present as life arises, matching and mirroring our peace and our love and our appreciation for what is. And so being present and available, giving life our full attention, very important. The third thing that we want to give our attention to, because it matters so much, is kindness. Giving our loving kindness to everything and everyone, to the room we're in, to the work we have. When we give our loving kindness and attention to the world and to people and to ourselves, and we're fully giving that loving kindness, it's as though we're just feeling it flowing through us. We're a vehicle. We're a channel for loving kindness. And we remember that. We keep our attention on that, because that's what matters most. Because all of us, we want to be seen, we want to be heard, and we want to know that we matter in the lives of someone else or a lot of other people. And so as we show up as the presence of loving kindness, again, we give others permission to do the same. And this is how quantum shifts and changes happen, by actually being it right now. So we have self-awareness, self-realization. We're practicing our authentic power. We're bringing that into the world. We're present. We're practicing loving kindness. And then the fourth thing that matters most is generosity of spirit. Are you supportive of others? Are you giving encouragement? Are you giving praise to where it really, really, people, things, organizations, entities that are genuinely places that are, I lost my words, that you can genuinely give your praise, your encouragement, your support? Are there opportunities that you're missing? Are there people that you haven't said, gosh, I really appreciate you. I love it when you do such and such. I love the way you show up. Your energy is awesome. And you allow that energy of giving voice to the things that genuinely deserve, that was the word I was looking for, deserve your attention and your praise and your encouragement and your gratitude. I'm not talking about just being that when it's not deserved, but genuinely tune into people. As you're present with people, you'll get a sense, what are they doing? And then give voice to that. Give voice to how you appreciate, how you can encourage them and cheer them on, because that's what we're doing. We're all cheering each other on this amazing life journey, and we're all simply walking each other home to what? Home to love. And so supporting people, encouraging them, that goes so far in the development of our life experience, in the development of our soul, in the development of our relationships. We build bridges, we build bonds, we build connections by being generous of spirit. And then we also allow support and encouragement from the outside world. You're not immune from the enjoyment and the benefits of receiving. So you can be a good giver, being generous of spirit, but then be open and receptive to receive. And then the last thing, actually there's so many things on the list of what matters most, but these were the top 5 that came to me this week. And the 5th one is your creative expression. This matters most. It's why you're here. You are a creative being, and you are here to be someone that is so in tune. Remember, you did that step 1, self-realization, self-discovery. You've identified your gifts and talents, and in this creative expression that matters so much, you then channel your gifts, your talents, your energy, your love, your light, and bring that into the world and create all manner of things. Not all of us are artists or creative in that way, but all of us are creative in terms of each of us are creating a life of meaning, of value, of purpose. And so as you start to give your attention to what matters most, yourself, your self-development, self-mastery, being present with yourself, with others, with life, as you start to practice loving kindness, generosity of spirit, and you start to harness your creative powers, and you start to express yourself in terms of creativity, we then together bring our coherent energy into creating a beautiful, magnificent world that works for everyone. This is what we're going for. This is the prize. We keep our eye on it. We give our attention to it. And guess what? That's what we manifest. Because if enough of us are giving our attention to what matters most, then what matters most will become our reality. So let's close with an activation. Let's close with a prayer. And if you have a prayer request, if you would like one of our prayer practitioners to work with you on bringing your attention in, and on what matters most, and you need a little support in that because you've been focusing on all the things that have been going wrong, and you want some help to focus on what's actually coming into your field, into your awareness, you can send us a request. And so you can do that, and we'll get you linked up with one of our prayer practitioners. So let's go into our prayer right now. And I'm going to say some affirmations. So close your eyes for a moment. And as you close your eyes and tune in, if these words resonate with you, just allow them to be yours. And as you stay focused in your heart center right now, and you feel the depth of these affirmations right now. I am moving in the direction of what matters most. Everything is coming together for my best and highest good. Thank you, God. Thank you, life. I am ready and willing and able right now to take a deeper dive into my soul to see what really matters to me, what really matters in my evolution. I am moving in the direction of what matters most, and everything is coming together for my best and highest good. I am on the lookout for all the good that is coming my way, for all the good that is seeking to be expressed by me. Thank you, universe. Thank you, life. Thank you for this. I am more than this body. I am more than this mind. I am that which has a body and a mind. I am one with all creation. There is only one life. This life is God's life. This life is perfect. This life is my life now. I am blessed and grateful. I am present in the here and now. I see the people that come into my field. I see you. I feel you. I love you. I thank God for you. I bring loving kindness and careful attention to all aspects of my life. I am a channel of blessings. Just allow these affirmations to wash through you and become your very mindset and your very heart set. I give from a deep, infinite well of plenty. I am generous with my attention, with my praise and my gratitude. I am ready and willing and able to bring my gifts and talents to the world. I create beauty in all that I do and all that I am. And so thank you, everyone. Peace and blessings to you right where you are. I hope this prayer, this activation has touched your soul and lifted you up into that place of remembering how powerful you are, how beautiful you are, how loved you are. And if you'd like to support this ministry, you can go to satyalive.org or Venmo or PayPal, Satya Center, and make a donation there. But even more importantly, thank you just for being here. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for blessing this planet with your presence. You are a gift and a blessing. You are loved. You are the very essence and presence of love. I see you, I feel you, and I thank God for you. So thank you. Peace and blessings to you. Lots of love. And I'll see you tomorrow, Growing Edge Live, and tomorrow night for the Enneagram chat. Mwah. Peace and blessings.